Hey there, you guys. We're gonna be learning how to do redstone. Whoa, what is that? Anyway, what you need is obvious redstone torch, a lever, um, also some buttons if you want to be fancy, a server, redstone repeater. We're also going to do the redstone comparator. Super simple. We're also going to use pistons and sticky pistons. And it's included with the 1.19 update. We're gonna be using this scope sensor. So it's very useful when we begin our redstone project. Oh, I should have also mentioned something. You need to make room in your inventory for an actual block. For this one, we're gonna be using iron blocks. Anyway, so today we're gonna be building a piston door. So, for a 2x2 piston door, any other piston door, you just need to do this. Simple. Now, most people will just place the pistons on the other side and call it a day. But we don't want that. We want something cool. We'll place the pistons here. Now, this way, you would be able to do something like this. And it's very simple. But the redstone's kind of bulky. You need to build a giant compartment out here. Or if you want to put the redstone inside, well, you will need to sacrifice some of your space and sacrifice making it look in your house looking pretty. So that ain't gonna help you today. Anyway, we're doing this so that we can reach the other piston. Now, we won't be using redstone repeaters in this one because it does not require redstone. Now, if you want to keep it hidden, you can always just do this, but you can always just hide this wherever you want. But for this case, this piston door is done. Well, kind of. If you want to keep it open while it's off, you can just do this. And it keeps it powered forever. But then you're going to say, but how do I turn it off? Well, you just put a lever, or you just put a lever on the block. When you flick it, it does that. Super simple. Now we're going to be doing a downwards piston door. This one is a bit more complicated, but at the end you'll learn how to do it. Like me. I'm not no mumbo jumbo or whatever, but I had to do stuff on my own. Anyway, first you're gonna want to build a 4-block deep hole. I'm playing on a super flat world. Bedrock layer is right there. Now you're gonna want to do this. This can be really complicated to figure out, but at the end we'll do what we can. We can use the scope sensor for this, but right now we don't need it. There are several input methods with all these piston doors. If we back over here, you can see that if we put a scope sensor right here, right? Oh, it doesn't power on its own. Okay, we need to take this option. Yep. Every time an entity walks near it. Oh, never mind. That ain't gonna be useful. Because it will just be an infinite loop. Anyway, we're gonna go back. Oh, you need to do some complex scripts, some contraptions, but we're gonna be doing that later. Maybe in a part 2 if this video is a bit too long. Anyway, you're gonna want to build a contraption like this. Next, you're gonna want to do this. put a repeater going into it. Put redstone dust on top, and now we're done with powering these pistons. Now we need a way to an input method. So, if you want to be a nerd, you can do something like this. It automatically powers it. But if you want to be super science, you can do something like this. Wait. Yeah, you can do something like this. And you got behind it. Yeah, this is becoming really bulky. We put a redstone repeater, a red piece of redstone dust, and put the grass back. Pull our lever or button, and boom. Now, we're going to need to power this piston. So if you're in Java Edition, actually, no, this works for all. If you're in a Java Edition, you're going to need to do this. But if you're in Bedrock Edition, you can just do this. I'm already in Bedrock Edition. Anyway, next you're going to need to put a repeater right here with a 2-tick delay. Now that's all fun and simple. But then there's this problem. Ugh! This video is getting kind of long for my limit, so we might be doing part 2, part 3, part 4, and so on later. Anyway, you're gonna do a little bit more. Yeah, this string sharp's getting a bit bulky. If you hear me talking in the background around now, don't mind it. Anyway, you're gonna want your observer back, so put it back into your inventory. Next, you're gonna want the observer facing this way. Then you're gonna want a 2-tick delay. And wait, why isn't it working? That might be a bit too fast, so you might for Bedrock Edition you might want to put a 4-tick delay. What? Is there some kind of bug? Let's put repeaters going into it on all sides, because this is broken. Anyway, this might be getting a bit long, so we can continue it in part 2. Oh my god, this stupid talking. Why can't I am making a tutorial. That's good. It would work, but it's not working. You can always do that as well. Never mind, you don't want to do that. What, is this some kind of bug? Bedrock Edition is kind of buggy after all. And if you look at this. What? So why isn't it working here? What if we get rid of that block? What? It's not working. Okay, for reasons, for this tutorial, we'll be using slime blocks and honey blocks. I'll just use honey blocks, they look much cooler anyway. Anyway, let's see if this works. This is stupid. Oh, shoot, this is already 10 minutes. that's it. Well, yeah. Never mind. Well, I just found the new revolutionary, no. There's actually something wrong. We can cover things like this in part 2. But for now, we're just gonna have to deal with it. This usually works. It's some kind of bug, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna be using a different block now. We're gonna be using grass. Because of reasons I don't know. It's spending way too long on this. Even that doesn't work. What is going on here? I might need to restart the world. Anyway, this video's getting kinda long. Well, you'll dig a part 2. I'm gonna start on that immediately after. So, see you in like 2 seconds, I guess.